Welcome back, cuties and beauties. I am MsMocaHauntas, and thank you again for tuning into my channel. This is a quick DIY tutorial on how to make your own lace closure. If you're like me and may not be able to purchase a pre-made closure, this is a quick little guide on how to make your own. It's inexpensive, it's tedious, and I do mean tedious, but it's very much worth it in the end if you do want to have a closure to add to some of your weave or wig styles and protect your hair. But again, you cannot spend the hundreds sometimes of dollars to purchase a pre-made one. So stay tuned. Okay, so the items you need are your mannequin head, your hair, your scissors, and your latch hook, as well as your fabric, your T-pins, and your alligator clips. Here you want to draw out your guide for your closure. I approximately made a U, and here I'm drawing out my parting, where the parting is going to be. So that's what that is. Then you want to grab your fabric and place the two pieces that you cut on top of each other. Lay them on your mannequin head and use your T-pins to secure them, or whatever type of pinning devices you want to use. And here I placed one in each corner per se of the fabric, and then I'm going to secure the back of it, in which I probably should have used 2 pins, but I felt one would do, so I just used one. So there's my guide with my lace on top of it. Here is the hair, in which you want to grab a small section because you're going to need little bitty pieces at a time. Take that leftover hair, tie it, and put it away somewhere. You take your latch hook and a small piece of hair, and I mean very small pieces of hair, and you want to put them in a loop on your finger. And what you want to do is take your latch hook and go underneath and through the lace, being sure that your hook pops through to the other side. And then you pull it through, take the hair and go through the loop that you just created. And don't worry, I will do this again because I do have it kind of fast. And I apologize for that. I couldn't find a happy speed. So again, you want to get your hair, small bit of hair. Take your latch hook and go on through your lace, making sure the hook pops through to the other side. Pull it through the loop 2 times. Here I'm doing it twice. And then you just pull it tight to secure the loop. Now as I go on, I'm not sure that the looping 2 or 3 times is working for me, so later on you will see me using the 1 loop method, which I feel works better. It's not as bulky as the 2 or 3 loop method. So as you'll see as I go on, I will use the 1 loop method going forward. Please excuse my focus here. I do apologize. But that should be about what it looks like when you're finished. So here I am speeding it up, but doing the same thing. I'm just going to repeat it along that guideline that I created earlier, all the way through until the closure is finished. As you can see, I began to kind of deter from the guideline I created, and that is totally okay if you do that, because you plan to vent the entire piece of lace where you drew the guide at anyway. So there is no wrong to this, of course. As you can see later on in the video, I will get back on the guideline and continue to vent the lace. Okay, so it appears that I may have finished venting this side of the closure, but I'm actually not done yet. What I've done was started on the bottom originally of my guide that I drew, just to get my base going. Then I skipped up to the front to go ahead and start my closure center part. And I'll give you a close-up of that. Close, not far. So, this is a close-up of, I guess what they would call the knots of actual purchased closure. And you'll get a better idea of that once the entire part is finished. But, oh, we're gonna look at these nails, y'all. So I just put 2 rows really close together right here at the top, because I want it to have a nice fullness and look seamless when I'm flat ironing and blending and things like that. And then towards the middle of this, it doesn't have to be so close, which I have a small V part right here leading up to the front that kind of intersect. So I'll fill that in, but it won't be as close as these 2 rows right here. I think this is 2 rows. Really close together, you guys. I'm sorry. So I will slow this down in a few, and I'm sorry, speed it up and show you more of this as I continue to complete it. It's going to take me a couple of days, and that's okay with me because I'm wearing a protective style right now, and by the time I'm ready to take this style down, then I should be ready to install this closure. Alrighty, in a minute. Here I am almost finished completing the entire parting piece of the closure. Please excuse my zooming again. I will zoom out in a second so you guys can actually see how I'm doing this. But this is the first row of the completion of the parting. As I just spoke about the 2 rows, you have to put them really close together with small bits of hair to create those 2 rows. So this is the first row that I am creating here, and then I will go back in on top of that to create a second row. So I just completed the first row of the ending of this parting, and I'm doing the second row now. As I stated previously, there were 2 rows that I did and showed to you. So this is how you create the 2 rows. You do have to put your latch hook very close together with your small pieces of hair in order to create those rows. And again, the good part about this is if there's any spacing, you can go in with your latch hook and fill it. So I do see some spacing at this part that I do not like. So I'm going in with my latch hook to add a few strands of hair to make that seamless like the other side, such as that space. So there is where I fill that small space in and make it seamless. And that is my completed look. So I am finished with this closure, DIY closure. Here it is off the mannequin head. And as you can see, this little portion in the middle is meant to resemble my scalp. Now, I do have my finger there, which is like the illusion of me parting my hair. And that is the scalp. It does lay pretty flat once you sew it on, just like a normal lace closure would. Here it is. So as you can see, I left a little lace on the front, and this is the bottom of it, and that's where I've crocheted the hair so far. See those 3, 1, 2, and right here, and that's them at the bottom. 1, 2, and right there. So if I was to apply it to my hair, it would look a little something like this. Once I stitch it onto my dome cap. And if it's too wide, I can always go in and add hair to it to kind of close up that parting. So here's an idea of what it would look like once I put it together with my U-part wig. So again, and here's a closer up if I can. Once I put this together onto my dome cap to begin creating my wig, I will come back and update this video or do a new video showing you how I install this DIY closure. So thank you again for watching. This is a very tedious process, you guys, or process. So I did not finish it. I do have plenty of lace to do it. Now, if I wanted to, I could somewhat part this hair as well. So what I'm going to do is probably leave a space, create like 2 rows and leave a space on each section of this closure. So that way I can part it on different sides if I wanted to, because this is just like 2 really tight rows stitched together. I don't know if you could tell, to create this part. So they're really close together. This right here is actually 2 rows of hair. In order to create that part. But again, you would leave some of the lace out so that you can sew it down to your dome cap, just like a regular purchased lace closure, except you made it yourself. So I think it looks awesome sauce, and I cannot wait to apply it and wear it. So until then, it's enough chatting. Ciao for now. Thanks for watching.